Hey everybody, welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete.
And we have three amazing comic books to talk to you guys about today. We're going to talk about RASL number 9, Action Comics Annual number 13, and also Shadowland number 5 of 5. So let's kick it off talking about Action Comics Annual number 13.
I would like to start by saying I love this. I love all the extra time put into the art and the borders around the pages. Just put me in a good mood, and then the writing and the story kept me going.
Pick me up.
Yeah, it was really
For
nice.
those of you who don't know what this is about, Paul Cornell has been doing a run on Action Comics, which has replaced the title character Superman, actually not the title character at all, with Lex Luthor in his search for ultimate evil, is essentially what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Here we get two tales of a young Lex Luthor, one where he's interacting with Darkseid, and the other where he's with Ra's al Ghul, and don't criticize my pronunciation of that. Justin, what did you
It's
think?
Dark Seed.
Nice. I like this a lot. I wish this is so much more interesting than Superman right now.
Really?
Let's keep more, Lex is, he's a more complex character. Let's see more of this. I love the flashbacks. And
But he's the bad guy.
Yeah, I know. So what? There are bad guys all the time. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah,
and
we know
I'm
that.
standing in the center.
Yeah, it's great. I think Paul Cornell does a fantastic job
Yep.
of getting into Lex's psyche throughout this issue. I like both the tales. I like the fact they had the titles even had plays off of each other. The
great.
front story against Darkseid in particular is so smart, but both of them really play out like fairy tales. And to a certain extent, it's Lex Luthor telling these stories, so it makes sense that he would trump up his own art.
And it's just unexpected as opposed to so much of like usual Superman style stories where you're like, oh, I get where this is going. Also, to echo what Pete said, the art is
Yeah, and I really feel like everybody's working on this project is having a lot of fun and is showing in the
everyone's
book.
working for the weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Even if you aren't reading Action Comics regularly, you can pick this up and enjoy this. Moving on, let's talk about the sporadically released RASL number 9 by Jeff Smith, author of Bone. Now, if you haven't been reading this series,
You're an idiot.
Oh, man.
there's that. Also, I don't
He
know where
doesn't
to
mean
start in terms of the plot, but basically we have an alternate universe traveling adventurer who has gotten in over his head, and
As they often do.
Yes.
Like a scamp.
yeah, I guess you probably couldn't have a comic book where there's an alternate universe adventurer and everything's going
Got it all
fine.
figured out. A very well-organized dimensional traveler.
Like Jumper.
Anyways, this comic
Edit.
is kind of all over the place on purpose, but this starts out, and I opened up the first page and I started laughing because there's nothing on the first page really, just a bunch of words, which I thought was artistically interesting.
Oh, nice.
But as the comic went on, it got back to the normal stuff that I love. This has been an amazing series. I felt like this issue in particular was a little meh, but overall, Jeff Smith is amazing.
When you look at Jumper as a feature, like it really expresses, this comic is very good. It's like watching a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes smashed together, and in a great way. That's a high compliment.
That's a fair way of estimating, I think. My only nitpick problem with this issue is the same nitpick that I always have, is there's not enough of it. And in particular in this issue, like Pete said, it's very sparse. It's the character wandering around in a desert, getting some answers, getting more questions. It's tough to read this every 2 months, mainly because it's so good. If it was bad, obviously we wouldn't be picking it.
Also, it was like, hey, God, close your mouth a little bit. You know what I mean? You're just kind of walking around with your mouth open.
Maybe there's a statement there.
Oh, okay.
It'll read better.
Also, lock your cars, guys. Lock your cars. You don't know what's going
A
to happen.
lot of lessons in this issue.
It'll read better in stack form, I think.
All right, there you go. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Shadowland, number 5 of 5, the closing issue of this miniseries that has redefined Daredevil for the next couple of months.
Pete, you're a fan of this.
First of all, Andy Diggle is an amazing writer. A lot got wrapped up in this
I'm
issue.
sorry, I just want to ask, do you diggle him?
Oh, boy.
Can you dig that?
A lot happened in this issue. Whole lot packed into this issue. A lot of crazy. I was like, what? Who? Oh my God.
For those of you who haven't been reading up until this point, the reason that Daredevil has been so evil is that he is taken over by a devil who dared to take him over.
Good. Break it. That's what you call a breakdown. That's
Yeah,
when you
there
break
you
it
go.
down. Never gonna get it. Never gonna
Art's
get it.
really good in this issue.
It's a nice, sort of stretchy Daredevil. in a lot of the issue. I don't know. It just seemed like at the end it was like, oh, we beat him, and then here was a list of things that were going to happen. It was sort of
it's the end of a crossover. That's what happens. I think this crossover definitely started very interesting. I'm a little frustrated with the retconniness of the end of this, where we are excusing Daredevil's behavior with a demon.
Yeah.
However, Andy Diggle, like you said, very good writer. He handles it very well. It feels very natural, and he does some good character exploration with Daredevil throughout.
Fun Ghost Rider stuff too.
Yeah, always fun.
Writer?
Always a good, funny flaming skull guy.
Yeah, real goof.
Yeah.
Real goofball Ghost Rider.
Goofball on a motorcycle, that's what we call them. If you have any questions for us, you can write us at comicbookclublive@gmail.com. Check us out on iTunes, Comic Book Club Live, Twitter, Comic Book Live. Peace.
If you're ever in New York City on a Tuesday, 8 o'clock, we'd love to see you at the People's Improv Theater for our live show. It's fun.
If you're ever in New York on a Wednesday night, come to my apartment and we'll watch Jumper, as I do every Wednesday. It's New Jumper Day, as I call it.
Hey, if you've never seen it, it's due to you.